Joining me now, President Trump's personal attorney and former New York City Mayor, Rudy Giuliani. Rudy, is Comey going to get away with this?
He shouldn't get away with it. It's really one of the more horrible episodes in law enforcement history. It should be part of the textbooks about what you shouldn't do. I mean, they absolutely created a crime. There was no crime. They knew the answer to the question. They went and asked him. They believe he didn't give the answer correctly, and then they charged him. You don't go around testing people. It would be as if they knew the answer to a question. They came to me, they asked me, I got it wrong, and then they prosecuted me. We got crimes to prosecute. That is a total setup. I don't understand why the judge hasn't thrown it out now already as a deterrent for future Justice Departments to do the same thing. But now with all the other things coming out about this case, I can't believe this judge will not dismiss this case as a violation of due process.
So what it seems to me, and this is a pattern about how these guys operate, they dirty you up with these fake rumors through leaks or through spies, right? They did it with Papadopoulos.
Right.
They did it with the dossier. Right. They did it with Flynn. This is what they do. And then they use that as an excuse to come in hard, wiretap you, charge you, and hit you with process crimes.
Absolutely.
And if you ask questions, they withhold documents. Right? That's the game. That's what they do.
They did it to me for exposing all of Biden's corruption, which they have successfully gotten the compliant press to ignore. I mean, this whole sexual behavior by Biden, that's one thing. The corruption is already proven. All you have to do is go to my podcast. I've got 8 episodes. I have the documents. I've got the tapes. I mean, it's proven about 5 different ways, including with a money laundering transaction that is a smoking gun. I mean, Biden and the Biden family took millions and millions of dollars to sell Joe Biden's office. They've been doing it for 20 to 30 years. It's a travesty, and it's disgusting that the press covers it up. And it's ridiculous that you have to get to a sexual assault allegation. And look what they're doing with that. I mean, they've had it for a month. They tried to crucify Kavanaugh with it. Kavanaugh had to prove his innocence. Biden, you've got to not only prove his guilt, you've got to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. I mean, this guy, right. Everybody thought he was just good old Joe. First of all, he was always a dope. He's a major dope. Number 2, he's a crook for years. And it's proven. Just give me a half hour, and I can prove it to anybody who's not a sick Democrat. And third, right. I have to presume him innocent of this, but he surely has to be investigated. You got the woman's allegation. You got 4 separate witnesses who corroborate aspects of it. And then you have prior conduct. And when we saw that conduct, we all said, what the heck is this about? Who does this? What man smells little girl's hair?
Put the whole thing together, though. So you have the videos of him acting extremely creepy. You have a potential smoking gun document that who knows where it is, if it's in the Senate file, if it's in a University of Delaware file. You don't know where it is. You have potentially
that's
Biden
also total
being in the room. Right now, we'll get to that. We have Biden potentially being in the room when the president was briefed on the dossier, and they made the decision to brief President Trump on it, to send Comey in there. So he's aware of that situation. He's implicated in Spygate. He can't say he wasn't there. Or maybe he wasn't there. I mean, maybe that's... And as you said, you have financial dealings that raise all kinds of questions all over the world with his family. I mean, he's got a lot of exposure.
But the press...
I've got 30 seconds.
The press covers it up. The press covers it up, and they attack me. So I asked Biden to release the 4 conversations he had with the president of the Ukraine in February of 2016, which is the time that they raided his son's crooked company, and it's the time he got the guy prosecuted. Release the transcripts of those conversations with the crooked president of Ukraine, Joe.
Yep.
Release them. They're about 3 hours long.
A lot to release.
I think. Release them.
Thank you. Rudy Giuliani, finding all the answers. All right.